Week 6, blogging. For those of you who have been hesitant about blogging, hopefully this week will move the fear away from you and get you on the path to one of the most powerful ways to affect getting found, discovered, and building a tribe online. Here are some blogtastic facts. There are over 100 million bloggers worldwide. Every month, approximately 3 million new blogs appear online. About 30% of bloggers consider blogging their full-time job. Most bloggers are male, about 2/3 of the population, but that doesn't mean you should discount some very, very important female bloggers, especially the mommy blogging scene, as they can be extremely wonderful supporters and proponents of your products. And the blogosphere is dominated by the population of ages between 25 and 44 years old. So blogging is definitely for grown-ups. How to get reviewed on blogs. Well, there are 3 ways that you can get reviewed on blogs. It's no secret that bloggers love to read other bloggers' blogs, and bloggers mutually respect one another. So a great way to get attention on blogs is start your own. Another way to do it is read blogs, comment, and become a blogger. I guess that's really the same as number 1, but reading blogs and commenting actually does make you an aficionado in the blogosphere. The third way to get reviewed on blogs is attend blogging conferences and meet bloggers face to face. Option number 1, start your own blog. Here are the top 7 reasons everyone should consider blogging. Number 1, blogging is a fabulous way of keeping your fans and your tribe connected to you. Second, Google loves blogs. Anything you type on a blog can become indexed by Google. So if you blog about your golden retriever and someone goes to Google and searches for the word golden retriever, it's possible that they could come across your blog, find it because it contains keywords that they're interested in, read it, and become your fan. Number 3, blogging puts you on a level playing field with other bloggers. I mentioned earlier that bloggers respect each other mutually, and bloggers read other bloggers' blogs. Number 4, a blog allows you to invite your fans or potential tribe or customers behind the scenes and into other parts of your life so they can see other sides of you. I highly encourage this type of behavior on social media. And of course, you can do this with Twitter and Facebook and Pinterest, which we'll be talking about later in this course. But nothing does it quite like an in-depth dive that you can take on a blog. Number 5, you can syndicate your blog posts all over the internet. You can make short bit.ly versions of them for your Twitter feed. You can condense them into visuals for your Facebook page, and it gives you a world of content to pull from for your newsletters. All of these are important components to be contributing to on a consistent basis. Number 6, by adding a blog role to the side of your blog, it adds to your credibility with other bloggers, and it allows you to shine a light on them and give them a shout out. And finally, blogging will get you community feedback fast. Once you begin to pick up a readership for your blog, people will begin to comment and you will begin to strengthen bonds with them as you go back and forth discussing whatever it is you're blogging about. Tip: don't overthink, just post. In order to start your own blog, there are many tools that you can do that. Here are a few that I suggest: blogger.com, WordPress, although I would say installing a WordPress blog or using WordPress as a platform for your website, as discussed in week 2, would be a fantastic way of adding a WordPress blog. Tumblr is a very simple platform that makes blogging so easy. Hostbaby.com has many options in their templates for blogs, as does Bandzoogle. Here are 5 things each effective blog post should contain. You want to have a socials sharing button at the top or the bottom of each blog post. That way, if someone likes it, they can share it quickly onto Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, StumbleUpon, or many other sites. 2. Commenting options. You always want to make sure that you leave your commenting on. I know some of you might have some fear. What if no one comments at all? Or what if people say mean things? Don't worry, you can always delete egregious or upsetting comments, but you definitely want to have them on to show that you're a fair player. Number 3, your blog to be effective must have consistent posts. That means you need to commit to at least twice a month. Remember, you don't need to write an entire dictionary every single time. A simple photo with a few sentences could do the trick. Number 4, a newsletter sign up. The whole point of social media and having an online presence is you want to be building your newsletter. So having a sign up on your blog is a very wonderful way of building it. Number 5, content curation. You want to make sure you don't leave your readers wanting more. So you want to have related blog posts that go along with each and every one you post as you begin to build up your content. How to deal with haters. Marketing genius Seth Godin has a great quote that I like. The single most appropriate question to someone who attacks, dismisses, or trolls should be, what are you afraid of? It's incredibly easy to tear someone down, easier still to criticize an idea. The more vehement the opposition, though, the deeper the fear. What he's basically saying is, people who are haters or trollers are people that are full of fear. Do not engage these people. Delete their posts and move on. Option number 2, become an avid blog reader and comment back. My advice is target 10 to 20 blogs. To find appropriate blogs, go to Google Blog Search or Technorati, or if it's music related, Hype Machine, and search for topics that you're interested in. On Google Blog Search, or on any of these actually, a list of appropriate blogs will pop up. Start looking at them and find the ones that you like. Once you find blogs you like, begin to read them regularly and consistently, and begin to add comments to the blogs. Here are 10 wonderful music industry blogs to follow for those of you who feel lost and confused and don't know where to start. At least this will give you a jumping off point so you can see different types of blogs and how they approach covering certain aspects of the music business. Cyber PR, Hypebot, Music Think Tank, Derek Sivers, who also blogs for entrepreneurs, Artist's House, CD Baby, Bandzoogle, Billboard, Music 3.0, and Mic Control. Here are 3 musicians whose blogs we adore. Chantilly Songs. Her niche focus is a musician who loves fashion. She shows you outfits as she's wearing them and reviews great products that are made that are feminine and fun. She also interviews designers and people in the fashion world. This ties in perfectly with her look and her feel and, of course, her music. Chantilly has tied 2 things that she's passionate about together beautifully. Another musician who has a fantastic blog is Kosha Dills. His niche focus is bringing his fans along on a journey. Check it out. You'll see exactly how he accomplishes this, and it's brilliant. And lastly, Lian Mahavas. Lian is a rising star from the UK, and her blog uses photojournalism as its niche to capture her adventures as she travels around the world, touring and meeting fans, seeing new cities, and having exciting experiences. Here are some guidelines for success on becoming a blog reader. First, search and see if any blogs have written about you. You can do this easily by going to Google Blog Search. Next, include your list of your 10 to 20 blog targets on your blog roll. Establish a blog reader so that you can track these blogs easily. Don't fill your target list with a bunch of huge blogs such as Pitchfork, Brooklyn Vegan, Huffington Post, CNET, etc. We suggest finding long-tail blogs that are writing specifically about your style of music or your type of company, entrepreneurs like yourself, or authors who are small and emerging. When you go only to the biggest blogs and decide to comment, you're in a pool with tens of thousands of people. When you go to a smaller blog, it's much easier to stand out. When you make a comment, make sure to include your signature file, meaning your name, your email address, maybe a quick pitch about you, and of course, your website and social links. Never ask for a review upon first contact with a blogger. You probably do want them to pay attention to you, but asking on first contact is a big no-no. On first contact, just leave great comments and make friends. Option number 3, attend conferences and meetups and meet bloggers face-to-face. We love South by Southwest, Blog Her, Blog World. These are 3 of the biggest ones that happen every year. If you can't travel, that's okay. Go to meetup.com and see what might be happening in your local area. I've met some of my most trusted blogger and podcasting friends using Meetup. A key component to really kicking butt at blogging is understanding how to measure your effectiveness by looking at your analytics. See your action sheet for your guide to installing Google Analytics onto your blog and an in-depth dive of exactly what to expect and look for. But here are just a few quick things to note on your Google Analytics. Site usage is a 30,000-foot view of your website. Visitors Overview shows you your daily visitors. A map overlay will show geographically where visitors are coming from. Traffic Sources Overview will show which sites visitors are coming from. This is key because it's a great indicator of where people are finding out about you. And lastly, the Content Overview shows what pages on your site are getting the most attention. This way, you know if you see something that's getting a lot of attention, comments, or eyeballs, you want to be doing more of those things. You want to be creating more of that type of content. My final tips on blogging are this. Keep in mind that blogging doesn't have to mean overwhelming. Pick a simple theme and stick with it. One of my favorite artists, Heather Marie Phillip, used to blog The Most Beautiful Thing. Every month she would just mention something that she thought was the most beautiful thing. It could have been a person, a tree, a friend, a feeling, whatever it was. I always looked forward to her newsletters containing those beautiful moments. We represented an artist who blogged the top 100 moments of his life, and he featured a photo and described the day or the event or the thing that happened. Another thing is you can do quick videos, interviews with people, or very informal 2 to 3 minute clips. If writing totally stresses you out, go for photos. Just remember to tag them properly. The key is just dive in and do it.